dying because of football. Football can kill you. Will kill you a real death. You will die because of football. Football can kill you. Will kill you a real death. You will die because of football. Football can kill you. Will kill you a real death. You will die because of football. Football can kill you. Will kill you a real death. You will die because of football.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam. And I wish you were coming in a different circumstances, to be honest. I wish I could be coming in talking something different, saying something that will make you really smile, or even maybe talk about how good the performance was. But that's not what we are here for. Because today, football have just killed Liverpool. Football can kill you people. Real death, you will die because of football. That's exactly what we've witnessed. As we've just witnessed, Nuno Espirito Santos just destroyed. This was a distraction, to be honest, people. This was a distraction to Liverpool. They had a plan. They worked so well their plan, and they destroyed the Liverpool. And they well deserved the victory, by the way. And there's nothing I can say here. We're going to talk about why Liverpool is this terrible. We're going to talk about why they deserve to lose, as well as Arne Slot's type of play has been found out. Is that exactly what we're witnessing here? Because all these are games that needs to be talked about. These are all the questions that we have. We just saw Nottingham Forest put a masterclass. That was a masterclass in my eyes, because they knew how to get Liverpool. They knew how to hurt this team. And this is terrible, man. This is really terrible, people, because look at the performance. Nottingham Forest has only had two missions: destroy the wingers of Liverpool. Secondly, that second mission was to make sure that they were playing man on man at the back. Their wingers, their fullbacks were told, you are going nowhere. You're going to marry on men. Take Salah out of the game. The other side, take Diaz out of the game. After doing that, everything will work together for good. In the midfield, try to disturb as much as you can. Make it difficult for a McAllister to play football. Make it difficult for Dominic Szoboszlai, who's not actually on form, to be honest. Make it so difficult for them to play football. And I think this was the best way to play Liverpool. And I think they found the thing that we've been talking about. Are we really strong? When the team is behind, when the team needs somebody who can come and save it, can we have somebody who comes out from the bench and actually help this team? Because what we witnessed today is nothing but embarrassment. This is an embarrassment at Anfield. I made a crazy video just after beating Manchester United, and I feel like I will have to go delete that video. I asked the question, who's going to score against us? Well, Nottingham Forest answered that question. I said, who's going to beat us? Well, Nottingham Forest answers that question. All the things that I was having chest about my team, they were all destroyed. Let me tell you why we lost this game. Mo Salah could not even do a good pass, yet he played 90 minutes. Dominic Szoboszlai, all the passes he was making were leading to nothing, yet he played 90 minutes. Let me tell you who went out. And Luis Diaz, the only guy who had a shot which hit the post, who looked like it, maybe if they use his wing, something could come out of that game, was the guy who was taken out of the pitch. Why Arne Slot? Why Arne Slot? Why would you check out the player who looks like he's actually playing football for a change? Why would you do that? And leave a Mohamed Salah to play an entire 90 minutes? This was terrible, people. This was terrible. Alex McAllister, I think he was not really 100% fit to play this game, even though he tried. He was not fit to play this game, because the way we approached this game, the way we played, all are showing us that something was lacking. And this was exactly the masterclass that this Nottingham Forest was working on. They were working on ways to stop Liverpool from doing anything from the wing backs, as well as head them. You have to actually feel sorry for Alisson, because I'm telling you, this embarrassment we suffered in the hands of Nottingham Forest could have been worse, because let me tell you what Nuno Espirito Santos did. He started with the wingers. He started with the front line that are good at holding bomb, of winning their duels as well as defending. So in fact, we can say that the first team that he played was a team that could win the balls. They were all ball winners who were playing up front as well in the midfield. They made sure that they suffocated. They made sure that it was impossible for Andy Robertson to have the freedom to play. For Trent Alexander-Arnold to even have an opportunity to play football. He made sure that there was nothing that was coming from those guys. And then what was his best thing that he did? It was like, okay, let's frustrate them, make it impossible for them to play their game. Don't allow them to do those passes. Mario men, if you have to get a yellow card, get them. Make sure that always a fresh player makes a crazy tackle to make sure that this team is not playing. And it worked to perfection, because when we went to 45 minutes, I don't even think either the manager of Liverpool or even the player knew what to do to get this game on track, to get this game to playing, to get this team actually playing football. He did not even know what to do, Arne Slot. I don't think even his back row, because if he knew what to do, he could not have, by God's grace, take out McAllister, the only guy who was causing chaos, and he was giving problems to this Nottingham Forest team, and take out as well Luis Diaz, the other guy who was also causing problems. Why? We're going to ask the main question that everyone wants to know. Why is that the new signing who is coming? Why was he not in the pitch? We'll ask that question later. Let's talk about the tactics. Okay, we have a tactics. It's difficult for teams to play against us, but what can we do on the other side to get into the game? How do we find ourselves? How do we respond to all the one-on-one marking, to all of these guys making it impossible for us to play football? How do we get into the game? Liverpool could not answer that question. They just could not answer that question. And I have to clap hands for the guy who was marking Mohamed Salah, as well as the guy who was marking Luis Diaz, because Salah was already having a terrible game on his own, but he knew the right thing to do. If you push Salah a bit, he will panic, he will try to do something, and he will lose the ball. That was his tactic. I thought the manager saw that, and he would have be like, okay, rather than to take out Luis Diaz out of the game, let me move Luis Diaz to go on the right side so that he plays on Mohamed Salah's position, and put Cody Gakpo on the left if I need to make a decision. Or maybe, better yet, swap them two. Swap them to him. Try to make Salah play on the left side to see if he's able to do something on the left. Then Diaz on the right. To make it, let us try by all means to create something, to just try to disturb this amazing, what a masterclass of a performance, but this forceful defense that Nottingham Forest had put upon us. Because that's one of the things I was missing. But to also make the matters even worse, and this is what got to me, how this Nottingham Forest made sure that the ball was always going to Dominic Szoboszlai. Why was he doing that? Because they saw from the beginning that he was not in the game. Every ball he gets, he's passing nowhere, either passing to a player or kicking it outside. That was the way he was playing the whole entire game. So what do we do as Nottingham Forest? Let's make sure that if there's going to be a Liverpool player who holds the ball, it's Dominic Szoboszlai. What we've noticed that this Liverpool team no longer shoots from outside. So what are we going to do? We'll allow them to have the ball outside of the 18 area, making sure that they have all the chances. Because what are they going to do? They're going to try to be sneaky and try to do amazing passes to set up whether it's Salah or a Diaz or maybe a Jota. That is their only way of playing. And we saw all of this leading to nothing. Why were people crying for injury for transfers this whole summer? Why were we crying for substitute? Why were we crying for transfers all this summer? Why did we need a backup to Salah? Because we needed somebody who offers something, and we bought Federico Chiesa. I get it, but he's only one man. Why did we need the players who can come and put pressure on these guys who think that they have their jerseys cemented? And the only way I think maybe Dominic Szoboszlai survived was because we could not see the young kid in the game. It's because Harvey Elliott was not in the game. Because I knew he was going to get his minutes today. I knew he was going to come into the game. But oh my God, there was something that happened after we had scored. This manager decided to take out Konate. Then you know what he did? This is really crazy. He took out Konate. Then he put on Can somebody guess for me? He put on Tsimikas on the Konate role, and they started playing a back three of Connor Bradley was exchanging with Trent Alexander-Arnold to do something, and it was crazy. And then let me tell you something that also surprised me. When Bradley was coming on, and I'm like, okay, Bradley can come in and help it that side. Who did the manager take out? Why would you take out a McAllister to put Trent Alexander-Arnold in the midfield? Is that not the thing that we were talking that Gareth Southgate failed in the England team? Because one thing that Trent Alexander-Arnold is good at is getting the ball, putting in the midfield where every player is behind him. The striker is coming from behind, as well as the midfielders are coming in front of you. He becomes somebody who doesn't know football. How did they score? How did they score their goal? From the position where Trent Alexander-Arnold was playing, go watch it again. From the position where Trent Alexander-Arnold was playing, that's where the ball, which Liverpool could have won from that moment, came from, passing it to the other side, and the defense was not ready to handle the pressure which was coming, and from then that's where the goal came from. I'm angry. Come on. I'm angry. That was a hard watch. That was an irritating watch, to be honest. I've never watched a Liverpool game and I'm looking for ways to run away from this game. What were we seeing, people? Can somebody tell me what was that? We look like we were playing football for the first time, like we've never played football, like we just did not humiliate Manchester United 2 weeks back. What happened to that Liverpool? What happened to that Liverpool that just humiliated Manchester United, that looked like a team that wanted to play? What happened? Why didn't I not see that game in the game? Why didn't I not see it? Because we needed somebody. We needed somebody to get this game back on the line. We needed somebody to do something special to make Liverpool play better. And we just could not see it. And the manager seemed like he had no answers from the bench. And the guys who came in had no answers at the back to make this game come back to the game. I just don't get it. I don't bloody get it. This was an embarrassment, people. This was an embarrassment. This was irritating. Trent Alexander-Arnold just started going after with the referees. They were fighting. I think even at the end of the game, went out with the Michael Oliver fighting. Don't be surprised. Maybe got a yellow card or another yellow card and is out for the next game because he was angry with Oliver. He became a fan. What you have to do, if you're playing in the game, if you are in a Premier League match, don't focus on what the referee is doing as a player. Allow us, the fans, in the ground to make sure that we do that. Then we talk about the decision outside. Focus on your game. Try to make sure that this game is back. Try to make this team functional. Try to help the team work. Yet, we allowed ourselves to be fooled by this, and this guy's focused on trying to attack the referees. Who are they going to blame in this game? The referee. He was giving silly free kick. That's what Nottingham Forest wanted you to do. They wanted to bet you to do that. They wanted you to bet. They baited you. They made sure that Liverpool fall in this trap and made sure that they took advantage of each and every frustration that Liverpool were getting. This was a proper mind game, and the Nottingham Forest played it to perfection. And when you are using more of your emotion in the game and less than of like the tactics, less than the mentality, you are already out of the game. You are already out of the game. And that's exactly what we saw from Nottingham Forest. How does he explain this embarrassment? I'm wondering. I really want to hear the press conference. I want to hear what they did, maybe that I did not see. I need somebody to come in and tell me what Nottingham Forest did that any other team who knows how to beat teams can never do. This is exactly what we saw against Atlanta in the Europa League last season. That's how they won the game against Liverpool. They made sure that they took the teams out. How do you get yourself in the games in this situation? There was always a question which was asked every single time since we've been winning since the beginning of the Premier League, that we've never seen Liverpool when they go behind. How do they come back from the game? How do they come back from the game? And today, as much as my manager looks always calm and collected in the way you'll be watching at the dugout, today he was literally hopeless. He literally could not answer anything of what Nottingham Forest were throwing at us. He could not answer anything. And that's, for me, was one of the irritating things that I saw in today's game. We are losing the game. We need somebody to come into the game, and the manager had no answer over the game. He had literally nothing to say, nothing to do. All the movement. The only thing that I saw him saying today, to be honest, on the game was when he was telling Van Dijk that you have to be the leader today. You're gonna be playing at the back three, and you have to be the leader. This is irritating people. Mohamed Salah. You came out at Old Trafford and you said, this is my last season in the club. I remember another person who said the same thing, that this was my last thing, and how the other teams used that against us. Oh, you remember Klopp announcing that he's leaving Liverpool? You remember him? And did you remember what happened to that? I'm not saying you announced that you're leaving Liverpool, but the fact that you're putting that in the air makes sure it possible for each and every team you're gonna face to make sure that they make this game the game you will never forget, to make sure that you feel that you don't belong in the Premier League. And that's what Nottingham Forest did to Mohamed Salah. Oh, you said that this is your last time in the Premier League. This is your last time as a Liverpool player. We'll make it impossible for you to enjoy this game. We'll make sure that you suffocate. You don't even show anything in the game. And that's exactly what they did. This was the best performance by a defense that I've ever seen. Not only the defense, how the midfield of Nottingham Forest were making sure that every single thing that they were doing was working to perfection, to get Liverpool off their guard, to make it impossible for them to try to perform, to make it impossible for them to even try to create a better chance. It was all clear in today's game. We all saw it live on HD. 4K, we were watching here, we saw it clear, and we were being dispossessed. We were being embarrassed the whole entire game. We saw it, people. And now I wonder, how do we even come back from this? How do we even come back from this? How do we come back from this performance? This was the worst performance I've seen from Liverpool, especially the Arne Slot Liverpool. This era that we're excited. I came into this game. If you go watch my video on the Football Connect LFC, you will be irritated. I talked about how we are going to break history today. This guy becoming the new manager who has never been defeated. How I'm biting my words right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm just tired, people. This was too much. This was an embarrassment that I did not expect. Oh. How do you even make sense of what we saw today? I'm trying to find anyone to help me explain what we saw today. How do we come back from this? Because let me tell you something. The next game we are playing is actually in the Champions League. What is our next game? If I'm to check, because I'm not even sure. What is our next game? Because we need to rewrite this wrong. Arne Slot needs to rewrite this wrong as fast as possible. Oh, guess what? We are playing an AC Milan at Anfield, at their home ground. Tuesday, we will be playing AC Milan. So exactly after this game, we are going to pack our bags, go to AC Milan, try to prepare for the game. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a surprise what we're going to find at Milan. Because also the other thing that I feel like why this team lost, and that I think this is the last thing that I'm going to say. Liverpool players came into the game thinking that they've already won the match. That's the worst thing that I saw today. The confidence that these two players had maybe gained, what they have shown, they came into today's match feeling like they've already won the match. They came into this game feeling like world beaters. I wonder who is exactly going to be taken out of today's game exactly after they rewatch the footage, rewatch the game, who was at fault, and I wonder what exactly is the manager's decision to that decision. What is he going to do? We have so many players, but we don't have pretty much game changers from the midfield. Because from the defense, from the substitution, because the problem is this. I don't know if you've not ever paid attention. Cody Gakpo plays so well. If starts the game, get him from outside, then he's not in the game. He's not in the game. And today we saw it in clear HD that we were not in the game. There were so many emotions that were seen from this game, and it got the best of us. And Nottingham Forest used them into perfection. And guess what? We need to talk about the game. Okay, people. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think of today's game? And how do Liverpool come back from this? I have no freaking idea. We were getting yellow cards like it's bloody Christmas, to be honest. Every player was getting a yellow card. You get a yellow card. You're smiling too much. Get a yellow card. Because of how they frustrated us. Because of how they frustrated us. I'll never know why these two guys came out of the game. Wow, these two should have gone out of the game. I'll never know. What did what's his name? What did Cody Gakpo do which Diaz did not do? Can somebody tell me? What did he do which Diaz did not do? Because I want to know that. I want to know that. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Okay, I want to show you something crazy that I just saw on X, people. Because I have run out of words, to be honest. I've run out of words. Let me just show you what I'm looking at here at X, people. Maybe you explain this to him. You explain this better to me, because don't lie to yourself. We're playing on a United that is not even strong. We beat United by 3-0. Look what was the next game that came out. You remember after beating United, we were beaten by Bournemouth. You remember? You have to remember that you're players, and in the beginning of the game, all of you know nothing. In the beginning of the game, we are all square and firm, and come in the match, try to perform like a team that knows what it wants to do. Because this has to stop. This has to stop. This is exactly what happened last time we beat United. We embarrassed United. This was terrible, man. This was absolutely terrible. So to those who are joining us, hello guys, welcome back to the Connect. I'm an angry guy just ranting about my team, saying whatever I want to say, shouting, cursing. I don't think I've cursed really, to be honest. I think I've just been going crazy, shouting, and I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do. Liverpool lost. The goal rush is over. I need to show you everything about the games which were played in the goal rush, because I think I've talked about my team. You have heard myself. Manchester City are on the top of the league, 12 points. The only team still unbeaten. Yeah, them and Brighton and Arsenal. Arsenal, they've drawn, right? So, and Arsenal, but Arsenal haven't played, but Brighton did play. I don't know how the game finished. The Brighton game, they drew against Ipswich. So another draw for Brighton. This explains everything about today's match. This explains everything about today's speech. We were not in the game. Everything we were doing looked like we were playing for the first time. Look at those guys. Look at those guys. They look like they don't want to be in the game. Exactly. That's what I saw today. That's what I saw. Hence, that's why when we talk about football can kill you, you can die a real slow death. And this is what we mean. Football can kill you. Nottingham Forest makes history, people. To those who are joining us, beating Liverpool for the first time at Anfield since 1969. No, but I don't think people even expect me to be born. In fact, when I think about it, my father was not even yet born by then. My father was not even yet born by then, the time when this team actually beat Liverpool. And I'm the guy who comes in and I have to talk about it. I don't know how many years later, and I'm ranting. I'm angry, people. We have to do better. We need to rewrite these wrongs. We need to rewrite our wrongs. That was not a performance that is convincing. That was not a performance that I expect to see from you, Liverpool. A team that, of course, we are not expecting so much from the manager, but at least let us not find ourselves being embarrassed playing these smaller teams, because we need everything that we do to make sense. And I'm telling you, I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't know, people. We'll see how the game goes, and I'm waiting to see what happens. So Virgil van Dijk has lost, according to what? Virgil van Dijk has lost a home Premier League game for Liverpool for just the third time. Now he has more defeat, 2 in the last 5 matches at Anfield than in his last 96 home leagues appearance at Anfield. All of them in combined were only 1 defeat. So in our last 5 games, Virgil van Dijk has lost. In our last 5 games, Virgil van Dijk has lost 2 games. That is more than he has ever done in the whole entire time he has been performing at Liverpool. Look how we are missing our skipper's perfect record at Liverpool. Look what we're doing here. It's all everyone to blame. Anyway, Leicester City drew against Crystal Palace. If you're watching that on the screen, that's what I'm looking at here, people. I don't really have the energy to talk because I'm just tired. I've already ranted everything that I had to say. It's out of my system. I'm waiting to hear on you people. You are the only one who can now attack me because I've been saying crazy things. In fact, maybe we are the one who got it wrong as defense. Because after that amazing performance at Old Trafford, we came out with so much chest and we talked about a lot of things. And this is what the football gods has given us as a gift. This is what the football gods has given us as a gift. After shouting and saying whatever we want to say, saying that this guy is unstoppable, talking about how much he's going to be a special manager. How we are biting our words. I'm not saying that this is the end. Let me put this to a summary. I'm not saying that this is an end to Liverpool. No, I don't think we are done. I think we still have so much to prove. I still think that this man is still working on his team, and all what we saw today literally explained how much he has not managed to have time with this team to get his ideas, his tactics correctly, to get what he needs to do. And I think it's just a matter of time before he gets things right. Yes, people, this is me after taking out the smoke and the anger that I had in the beginning of the video. We lost. And we have to move on from this. This was a terrible start. Nobody expected this. This is an embarrassment. The teams were not in the game, and we just made Nuno Espirito Santos look like he's the best manager ever to walk on planet Earth. When I was predicting managers who were going to get sacked, I talked about this guy. I said Nuno Espirito Santos could be one of the managers who get sacked the first. Now I'm biting my words on that one as well. And I think he's just bought some few years at Nottingham Forest after winning that game. Not some few games, but some few years. So he's going out of my list. I don't think he was going to get sacked anytime soon. His performance, I think, deserves to get more game time, deserve to do more. But I want to hear from you guys. What did you think of Liverpool's performance? What did you think of what we saw? I don't think any fan from who was watching from home like I was, or anyone who was in that pitch, or anyone who was watching it even under the water expected that type of a performance. Mohamed Salah needs to come back to what he was, because if you want Liverpool to trust him and give him a new contract, it's really important that he starts putting out some good games. I'm not saying that he has not put those games before. I'm saying that he has to be doing that, because if he doesn't, trust me, Michael Edwards, if I know him, is one ruthless mother. Is one ruthless guy. He will make him work for free. He will make him work for free. I'm telling you, he will make him work, and he will look for other players to try and build the onslaught Liverpool. So now I have a question that I want to ask. Why is that Federico Chiesa was not in the game? I thought they told us that he was spending 2 weeks at Anfield trying to get his fitness back in check, trying to get himself back in the game. Why wasn't he not even on the bench? Why didn't the team put him in the game? We needed somebody. We needed somebody at least at that Salah position, because he needed somebody. He was not in the game the whole entire game. Why was he not even in the pitch? I would bet that he could have been the game changer we needed in this game. Why was he not on the pitch? Why was he not on the pitch? Why was he not at the bench? Why was Federico Chiesa not on the bench? Can somebody help me understand that? Because when I'm looking at what I'm seeing today, when I'm looking at what we just saw today, we needed some wingers who were actually on form, and we saw it fact that Cody Gakpo was not in the game. We also saw it that what is that? Oh my God! Oh no, that's Gary Neville making jokes about Liverpool losing their first game. But like I'm saying, people, we needed game changers from the pitch, and we saw Cody Gakpo was not it. We saw that Darwin Núñez, as much as he was fighting to win the balls, he was not it. I knew when Diogo Jota went out that as much as people are putting him, Darwin Núñez is not the player for this game. He was not going to do anything in this game. It was all clear that nothing was going to come from him, and we saw it straight, and we saw it live that he struggled to at least try to create something meaningful in the game. And why? Because these guys knew how to stop it, and this Liverpool squad need to understand that the only way to attack should not only be Mohamed Salah way. It should not be only Mohamed Salah. We have other players who can come out and actually do better in the game. The fact that if you go watch that game, I'm going to show you people. The pass map is going to be coming out very, very soon, maybe tomorrow. Go check it out on the Football Connect LFC, because that's where I'll be showing you this. You will see that the whole entire attack of Liverpool was going one direction. It was maybe when Robertson runs with the ball, that's when they were doing 1-2 passes with McAllister and Diaz and try to attack. But all the chances, all the opportunities, if there are options to pass on the left, on the right, they were going on the right. And what was happening on the right? Every single time the ball goes that side, the ball is lost to that side. It happened countless time and time again, and I was thinking that people were tired of seeing this, but somehow it feels like they were not really tired of seeing this, and it is irritating. It is irritating. We have to fix ourselves. This is a long season, people. This is a long season, and Liverpool to fix themselves. They'll be embarrassed. I'm telling you for a fact, this team will be embarrassed. They will be embarrassed. So I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. I want to hear what you guys thought of today's game, and what are you expecting to see from Liverpool. Did we need to buy a center back in this season? Did we need to buy a center back? Do we need a DM? Because, as much as I've been ranting for 33 minutes, have you noticed something? I haven't mentioned Gravenberch because I have nothing really to say against him. Everything that he has been doing, he did it. Everything that we know him to do, he did it. He tried to win the balls. He tried to attack. He tried to help the team move forward. He was trying by all means to get the chance, the opportunities to make Liverpool tick. Yet the players could not do that. Yet the other players around him could not do that. The other players around him could not do that. They just couldn't. So let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think of Liverpool's loss? And what are you expecting to see going forward? I've been your host, Sam. I'll see you on another one. Before I even say another one, let me just show you something. So, like I said, Man United won by 3-0. I made my third video on there. Brighton drew against Ipswich. Crystal Palace drew against Leicester. Fulham against West Ham, they did draw. Liverpool lost to Nottingham Forest. City beat Brentford by 2-1. And now Aston Villa versus Everton are playing. Chelsea Bournemouth will be the last game of today. Tottenham versus Arsenal will be tomorrow's game that we see first. Then the last game will be Wolves versus Newcastle. And what does today's results we have seen mean for the table? Let me just put it. This is the table. This is the league table, people, how it looks. Man City still with a perfect record. They only conceded 3 goals, and they haven't lost a game, and they are still the toppers of the league. They're still on top. 12 points collectors in the first 4 games. Liverpool behind them with 9 points, losing their first game, even drawn a game, won 3 games, and Brentford are behind them with eight points. And if you look where they are standing right now, it looks like a team that is there, 2 wins as well as 2 draws. Guess what? Nottingham Forest are in the top 4 above us now. Of course, Arsenal still with a game in, and after winning at Anfield, they move and they're very close and they're causing chaos. The other teams will just have to wait and see what happens, people. As for me, I need a break. I feel so tired right now. I've been shouting for 36 minutes. I've been crying the whole entire time, and you guys have been watching for your entertainment. Make sure you go like that video. Make sure you go subscribe to the Football Connect LFC, the best way you can support us. Let me put out something that the manager Arne Slot said before I actually go out of here. I want to leave this, by the way, people, but the news is coming while I'm still alive, so I'm just gonna put it here. So this is what Arne Slot had to say to the defeat. Arne Slot, he said it's a big setback. Normally this team is not let's see. Arne Slot, it's a big setback. Normally this team is not ending in the top 10. So if you lose against them, it's a big disappointment. Talking about Nottingham Forest, I want to see the same energy every day after a big win, draw, or loss. We go out to work again tomorrow. We have to. That is really important. So he's saying that I want to see the same energy every day. I want to see same energy every day after a big win, big draw, also a big loss. We go out to work tomorrow. It means that he was gonna work to try and fix this because he has to, man. We lost the ball so many times. It's simple in simple situation. This is the story of the game, and I think that's one of the truth that people might not really admit. We looked like we were playing football for the first time. We just could not keep the ball. We just could not keep the ball. We just could not keep the ball, and that was really, really irritating. That was really irritating, and I wonder, where do we go from here? Our decision and our execution wasn't good enough. In general, we defended quite well, but the two fast players came on and made it difficult. We took a lot of risk, and in the end, it was a very good goal. Yeah, we took so many. I think everything that the manager is saying makes sense, and I'm telling you, internet will not allow us. Oh, Liverpool are still stuck in the Nottingham Forest. Oh my God, I knew that they will not stop making jokes about this. But yeah, people, that's what happened today. Liverpool have lost their first game of the season. So many games to either win or lose, and I wonder, how do we rise from this? This is not the performance that I expected. This is not the way I thought Liverpool perform, but yet that's the reality of the situation as we speak right now. Let's see how we bounce back from this, people. Don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Football Connect. I've been your host, Sam, and we will see you on another one. Like the vid, subscribe. We're out. Peace. See you on another one. Don't forget to watch the Football Connect LFC, people. I'll be back with this. I'm going to be doing my player ratings there. I have a lot of things to say about certain players when I do individual player ratings. I think that is more clear, and it makes it easier for me to analyze the game in in fullness of how the entire fixture actually went on by. So don't worry, click the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you on another one. Let me watch Everton it's Aston Villa versus Everton. It's still 0-0 at the moment. Let's see what happens. We're out. Peace.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Pence, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.
Tell me, babe, what one or two things in that game against Nottingham Forest?
Okay, I think they quite well because
Yes.
those guys had a lot of chances. Like, they were playing very loose. Like, Liverpool was playing the loose.
Yes, now that's true.
So it gave these guys a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
So they were like the stronger hand.
No,
But
yeah.
they were still able to defend them.
In terms of defensive, to be honest, the two teams between Liverpool and Nottingham Forest, I think both of the teams defended so well. But actually, Nottingham Forest had a plan over the defensive actions of Liverpool because they wanted to tire them, frustrate them. That's why they put Elanga and the other guy was on the other side. It's Elanga and the Hadou, fast players on the wings, and they took advantages of the mistakes that Liverpool were making, trying to cause chaos. So if we are saying something good we saw from Liverpool today's game, I think that is it. That is the only thing we saw. The defense, strike force was dead. Midfield tried to do better, but it was dead. Mohamed Salah was the worst in the game. No, I can't mention that because I'll be lying. If I mention that on the Connect, I'm just speaking one. At the end of the day, we lost the game.
You lost the game, but everyone is saying something, everything bad, right?
I know.
Yes, but there has to be those things. Want to, appreciation. I feel like it counts for something as well.
I needed to appreciate what Virgil van Dijk and Konate were doing. Can I tell you that Elanga ball, he actually went in front of the defenders and scored that goal. Konate could have stopped that goal. So as much as we can say the defense of Liverpool was good, there were a lot of things that they did which were terrible as well.
Yes, yes. That's why they lost.
Yes.
Right? Their weaknesses were quite strong,
and
that's why they lost.
Yes.
They can't play because of there. But then I feel like it's also important to highlight the team. Okay, even though this happened, yes, because every coin has two sides. There's that wrong. There's that what led them to fail.
No, what led them to fail was Nottingham Forest, because Nottingham Forest had a plan and they played it into perfection.
Yes, no, I understand, but then I'm just like, shouldn't it be like, because everyone out there is saying every
wrong thing about Liverpool. Because when we're being honest, everyone watched the game, either the fans like me or just the random people who were watching. They saw more of the bad stuff that Liverpool did in the game than the good stuff.
Why isn't there anybody who's saying any good? At least one or two. Is it wrong though?
No, it's not wrong. We were gonna say that if Liverpool had done something.
You want to?
Because they lost. They lost the game. And I'm telling you, when I was watching the game, I was so frustrated to a point that I could not see even any good move that Liverpool doing.
But then every time when they win,
yes,
you guys, that times when your hearts are like at the peak because you feel like they're gonna lose, but then they don't disappoint you. They win.
Yes.
Why do you mention those moments? Why do you mention those moments?
Because
I had you and I was watching you.
Yes.
There was a time when you were like, good defense.
Yes, no, I don't lie to you. In the game, when I saw good defense, I was really appreciating that. Why didn't I mention it on the Connect? Because that's what we call mega head loss. My head was lost. I saw more negative from that game than any positive that could have come from that game. Yes.
I get it, but in the same way, when Liverpool wins and you still mention their mistakes, this is what you did. They did wrong here and there. I feel like it should also be the same.
Okay. I'm gonna make a video, a 10-minute video. Come on the Connect and say that even though I've been complaining about how terrible Liverpool have been, I also have to highlight the good things and the things that they did. But really, to be honest, I need to rewatch the game to try and write down the good things that they did in the game. Because what I'm only seeing was the terrible thing that Liverpool did.
Okay, sometimes the good thing they did could also come from the team that they're playing against. What is it that seems to be their strength?
That strength was defending as well as their midfield, making sure that they're marking our midfielder one-on-one, as well as putting the runners at the end of the game and just causing chaos, and that's how we lost the game.
So if that was their strength against Liverpool,
Yeah.
somehow
Liverpool had no strength on the other side because they were out of the game. They had no strength on the other side. They just did not show anything. I'm telling you. Do you know the funny part? I think it was on the 70-something minute or 74 minutes. And that's when we saw Salah shooting his first shot on target, I think. The one that was an easy save for their keeper. And I think the commentator actually said that's the best opportunity that Salah created the whole entire 90 minutes. And yet only one opportunity we can say that, oh, that is the Salah we are used to. So tell me, if the leaders, the guys who are expected to be the leaders in the squad are performing like that, what were we really expecting from the team? Or am I lying? Tell me if I'm lying. Please tell me.
No, you're not lying.
Yes.
My fix those things.
Yes.
But if every time Liverpool wins and you can still highlight their mistakes on a positive video,
yes,
you are praising them.
Yes.
And even in a game that they lost, you still have to also highlight.
No, you have to understand. You have to understand something, babe. I'm a Liverpool supporter. Everyone, I think, on the connect knows that I'm a Liverpool supporter, in and out. People talks about how sometimes the fans are not fair in terms of criticizing their team not performing well. I'm a guy who's gonna come out clearly and say that this and this, what I'm seeing, 1 and 2 were wrong, and that's exactly what I did. What I saw was terrible. This, to be honest, especially since the Arne Slot era, this was the first game that Liverpool played to. I think they were the worst today on today's game. And I expected them to do better. They did not do better, and that's why I was highlighting it. After highlighting it, I need them to respond from what we saw. And that's why I'm actually highlighting what the manager said, because the manager said that all the things that we are seeing here was not perfect. The way Liverpool played, he was not impressed with, and he's expecting a response from Liverpool. That tells you that even the manager was not impressed.
Nobody was impressed.
Yeah, nobody was impressed.
Nobody's ever impressed with any wrong.
Yes.
Yes, what I'm just saying is that even despite there being any wrong,
yes,
it's also of paramount importance that there is that recognition. Even one thing.
One thing. Okay, so if I'm just say one thing, I think I was happy that Liverpool did only consider their goal at 70-something minutes. Because to be honest, I'm really struggling to find the thing that they did perfectly well.
No, we're not talking about perfection. We're not talking about perfection.
Mm-hmm.
You see those moments, so I want you to, okay, no, that's good.
How many moments were those, if you're counting?
No, I didn't hear you say. I don't think they were.
Because there were not many. There are not many.
Because I think that it sets you apart as a person. Because everyone is moving with what they are seeing.
Yeah, of course, and also you have to understand that as a fan, this is my initial reaction to the disappointment that we suffered in the ends of Nottingham Forest. So I'm always gonna be speaking the negativity that I saw, because that was the only thing that was playing in my eyes as a fan of Liverpool. It's just a supporter.
No, I get it.
Yes,
I get it, but I'm saying because that's what everyone is moving.
Yeah, exactly.
What would happen if there was someone to at least pick that? Wouldn't that make a difference? Like perspection ones. How would that differentiate you from the crowd? From the crowd.
Okay, that is an interesting, look to the game. That if I just come in and speak, but the problem is that if I'm to make content talking about the good things that Liverpool did in today's match, I'm telling you, the video might not even last around 3 minutes.
No, you're not making content.
No, I'm just telling you. Okay. It's just a,
You are just acknowledging. Kutishi, today's game was terrible.
Yes.
99
point something percent Liverpool game was terrible.
Okay, where is this the 0.114%? This we acknowledge that we did, and we acknowledge
who and what they did and how they actually performed in the game.
How they actually performed. Because there are people like that.
No, I hear you and I understand. Maybe I'll go really rethink. Maybe I need to rewatch the game, maybe to change my mind on that and see it differently.
No, you don't have to.
I have to.
It's just
because
it's just a general thing, like even in the upcoming.
Because to be honest, oh my God, if that is a goal, then Everton are beating Aston Villa like crazy people. Is that a goal? 2-0 at Villa Park. Oh. Is that a goal? Oh my God. Oh, is he offside? Is he offside? Let's see that. He looks offside though. He looks offside. Calvin look. Oh my, he doesn't. He's not offside. That guy's leg is gonna keep him on. So that's 2-0 at 26 minutes. Bona, I'm still live. I didn't know.